Hey, I'm Kev, Mr. Cole. Welcome back to MotoGP 17 and the manager career. And welcome to the second half of the season as we're at round 10. And we're in the Czech Republic around the Motodromo, Brno. I think it's the longest track on the calendar, don't quote me. But definitely one of the longest that time-wise, as well as that rider doing in front. God damn it, don't cruise onto the racing line. I thought you fixed that for this game milestone. Has to take a very wide line in the first corner. Got to be so patient, just waiting to get on that power. But this track should suit us on this Peugeot. It is one of the kinder ones on the calendar, like we've seen in recent times with the Saxon Ring. Let's look at the Barcelona Catalunya as well, and Assen. What a fantastic 3 races McDonald, Elusive and Peugeot have had. We're looking to go one better this time around on a track where we should be right up there once again. Hopefully we can do that in qualifying. We haven't been the best qualifier. It seems like now we've got our race pace sorted, our qualifying pace has suffered slightly. So let's see if we can sort that out here. I feel like I've got a decent lap going. We've got an upgrade coming, of course, for round 12 in that Silverstone Great Britain. We're going to have more engine power, so maybe even on the faster circuits the Peugeot won't be too disadvantaged. As you saw in the Saxon, we were still disadvantaged in that second half of the lap, but it wasn't too bad, as we can not get railroaded out braked as much with the improved brakes we have on this bike compared to last season. That's a very nice right-hander there down the hill. Going to the left, I went a bit too wide on the entrance, which kind of compromised me there. I had to brake way too much, as you can brake very deep into that left hand because it's uphill, but I went a bit too wide. My approach to the corner as you go into the left. I think I'm doing that into the final corner now. You do a very harsh line there, should not have done that. I was we're going to cross the line under the 210s. Yes, just about 209.8. I think that is a decent lap time. Could it be our third pole of the season? Let's find out as we skip to the race. And it is! Third pole of the season for Light Blue Steel by over half a second from Mir and Canet, with Martin 4th and RC 5th, Buttiger 6th, McPhee in 7th, Antonelli rounds out the top 10, looking further down top. Peugeot, or second Peugeot, is Kornfeld in 18th. Almost, well, 3.5 seconds back of his fellow Peugeot rider in his home race as well for Kornfeld, looking to score his first points of the season. Darrell Porter, top Mahindra in 20th. And right at the back, it's not our teammate, it's Fitzpatrick by 32 thousandths of a second. So, can Dan McDonald hold on in the race and get the first podium of the season? So here we are looking at the grid, and look how fantastic it is as well, with that number 50 right at the top. So we don't have Rodrigo on the 4th row. What's happening? He's in 13th. Madness. With Loy rounding out the 5th row. Better stay back there, Loy. You don't want to Loy alert this race. As they can further back, there's Binder in 24th. There's Bowen Herrera together on the 9th row. And right at the back are your usual suspects, with Magnum in the middle. As we are preparing for this race. Oh, McDonald, he just wants to get on with it. So does Mir, looking very focused. Canet needs to do some adjustments, as there's no one in front. Look at that clear run towards the first corner. As we rev the engine up, waiting for the light slip here. And go out for this 6-lap race. We're moving over, but Mir's got a fantastic start. So has Canet. Seems like we're always going to lose on the starts of those two. Here comes Martin, here comes Buttiger. Down the inside, but holding the inside line. We're holding third, it looks like, as we exit the first corner. Lots of different lines taken there. The corner is so wide, you're able to do that. We're holding off Martin. It's not going to be an all-Spaniard top 3 at the moment. As you drift the bike in. Oh my God, in the middle of Canet and Mir. Do that on your driving test. as we go through the right-hander. And we're in second. Fantastic start. I thought we'd be batting for the top 5, not for the lead. In this first lap, as we try and outbrake Canet. Oh, very aggressive McDonald. He wants this lead. He wants this clear road. He's getting used to it. In the Czech Republic, and he leads. So halfway through the first lap of the race, he's been aggressive. Not just with other riders, with the track limits as well, using all the curb there. To go into the right. Oh, run slightly wide. And look at that lead. 9/10 of a second. McDonald's trying to run away with it in the Czech Republic. He's had enough of this battling stuff for the last few rounds. Now he's started at the front. He wants to stay there. And like in Perez and Mugello, oh, he just fell back. Especially in Mugello in the second half of that race. Abysmal. You know, Perez, who just got caught up in battles, got railroaded slightly. So hoping, fingers crossed, touch wood, it doesn't happen round here in Brno for the 6th lap race. I would have thought it'd be 5 laps long, but with how long, you know, the laps are, not just lap time rise, but length rise, I won't mind that, as long as we stay in this position for the other 5 laps. As we go on to the second out of the race, we've got Canet closing. Where's Mir though, in 3rd? Is he close? As Bastianini does the fast out of the race on the opening up into 5th for the Italian. Got the Spaniards battling for the title, battling on track behind for 2nd. Mir overtakes Canet. I expect we're going to see that quite often this race. Canet overtaking Mir, Mir overtaking Canet. That's all. There goes Canet having a little look down over inside as he retakes 2nd place. Taking a bit of a harsh line into that right hand. It seems to be working out. And next up, we're providing the slipstream for the Spaniard. Here comes Canet. Revenge for the first lap, maybe, as we take both the 2nd line there. And there goes Canet down over inside. And oh, here comes Mir. McDonald not having it, no. Canet probably held his breath there. So McDonald tries to hold off Mir, but the Spaniard almost ghosts past him. Here comes McDonald on the brakes, bashing his way back by Mir. It's Germany all over again between these 3. Just like that final lap. They're changing positions for fun. As oh, didn't change up the gears good enough there. Mir looking to our outside. We're defending the inside into this right-hander. Perhaps don't want to be on the outside. Or even on the inside. Can compromise your line there, but we held on from Canet and Mir. These 3 are perhaps riding away from the rest, are they? That's all. Canet almost gets into our backside. So now go up the hill. Using all of the curb. Getting a good exit there. Half a second lead. That's better. As you can so easily get past into this penultimate corner. You don't get a good exit there. That's a nice penultimate corner. Through the final corner. Oh. Using some of the curb and some. So cross the line with a 2:08.5. 8/10 of a second ahead of Canet. So that final sector seems to be ours. These final 2 sectors. So McDonald does the fastest lap. No surprise there. Runs slightly wide in the first corner though. But again, you can do that in that first corner. You can either take it quite narrowly, you know, carry the corner speed, not get the exit. Take it quite narrowly as Mir and Canet get by McDonald, but then he outbrakes him into the left-hander. This Peugeot is so confident on the brakes now compared to the first half of this. Oh god, most of the first half of the season, the beginning of the season. Let's look at this. Canet virtually pushing us onto the grass. And now here comes Mir. McDonald braking early, looking to the inside. Oh, he takes it back. Does Mir have it? Oh, he almost tries to get back by. Who would have thought we'd see this at the end of last season? This time around. But Brno, as I say, we scored points round here last year, if I remember. It was over my head. So it's definitely a good circuit for us. Loads of bends, which is good for our Peugeot. Not too many long straights. There's a few. And especially that front straight. You got this straight. Got the straight coming up towards the penultimate corner. But you see, if we get a good corner, get a good exit out of that corner, we don't get affected too badly. So go into that left hander, and we've got to do it here. As we come into the halfway mark of this race. And again, we do it, I think. Yes, we do. 0.8 of a second ahead of Mir. We can hit right on his tail. I think that's why the split time's a bit buggered, because Canet's like right on the tail of Mir. There's virtually no difference between the Spaniard pair. The Spanish duo. As we go into the second half of the race, just about 209 flat. We've got 3/4 of a second lead over Mir and Canet. As they are changing positions again into the first corner. Canet ahead of Mir. Oh, didn't quite get the first corner. That seems to be our weak point. Thankfully, it's at the beginning of the lap. And it seems like the rest of that were pretty decent round. So let's see if we're going to get overtaken here. As we brake where that access road on the right appears. And looks like we're staying ahead of Mir. He's again overtaking Canet. And they're right on my tail now. There is Mir. Taking a little look. Are we going free wide again into the right hander? Looks like we're just going too wide. Round the outside of Canet. Oh no! Canet, that's for the first lap, he says under his helmet. So go over the curb and take back Mir into the inside of Canet, nudging him wide. McDonald, he doesn't want to relinquish this lead. He's a prime spot to take his first Moto3 win. Does not want to be denied by the championship rivals. It's a bit wide out that right hander. Could have trouble heading into the next right. Down the hill. I'm pretty confident we won't. Oh, that rear tyre. You've got to be so careful braking that corner. Again, it's less severe than it was in previous MotoGP games, but again, if you brake too much into that corner, you're going to lose the rear easily. It's downhill, it's bumpy, it's such a tricky braking zone. But we haven't got the run out of that corner that we wanted. Just under half a second for Canet and Mir. Gonna do kind of a defensive line into the penultimate corner. Now final corner, slight lift at the apex. We get a good exit. So we can keep doing that for the rest of the race. We'll be happy as we're on the penultimate lap now. Half a second lead over Canet and Mir. So go into the first corner. Taking this second line here. Carrying the corner speed this time. Decent enough exit though. But I can hear them behind me. I can hear the Jaws music. As we approach the end of the first sector. Slightly wide into the left-hander. As Mir overtakes Canet. They seem to be the only two battling this race. Battling every corner. So here we go. We're going to take the defensive line now into this right-hander. Let's see if that holds off Mir. See at the apex. Get on the power smoothly enough. That seemed to work well. Maybe we're going to try that again on the final lap. It's only got a lap and a half to go. So we go wide into the left-hander. But again, that should allow us to get on the power early. As you can see, cut off the corner. So any overtaken manoeuvres. Get a good exit, get a good run down that mini straight. So we go, get very tight into that right-hander. Just under a half-second lead from Mir and Canet. It may not be the most exciting race to watch, but it is very tense where I am. The butt cheeks are very puckered as we go in through the right-hander. And here comes Mir and Canet round their outside, are they? Oh, trying to get the exit out of the corner. Mir not having it. Oh, we get into the back of the leopard. And that holds up Canet. And now Mir's making a run for it. 0.3 of a second ahead. as we approach the final lap of this race in the Czech Republic. Canet almost down our inside, but we hold it on the outside. I don't know what that manoeuvre is they do. Well, they have that sweeping manoeuvre, but McDonald's in the battle for the win in the Czech Republic, the 10th round of the season. He's half a second back of Mir, with Canet right behind on his tail. Look at the Spaniard. Oh, he takes a little look down the inside. Mir's going for that wider line. But he should have a good exit then from the first corner as McDonald takes a look down the inside. But Mir again, a bit of a sweeping maneuver there. Again, milestone, look at that. But we're kind of in the slipstream of the Spaniard for the first time this race. We won't be having the look behind. It's, oh, the brakes, the tyres, they're leaning. They're not leaning for us. As Bulga's got past McPhee for 4th. McPhee's still up there. And here comes Canet pushing us wide as Mir makes a run for it. And Canet sees that and he's got to be making moves. It's the Spaniard, but McDonald dives to the inside. Oh, he's outbraked himself. Terrible effort from McDonald as he lost it on his final lap. No, into the right hander, right past Canet again. And braking into the left. Picking the bike up early. That rear tyre's screaming slightly. A bit warm. Bit worn. But it's holding together so far. As we go out of the right hander. Mir half a second in front. He's enjoyed that gap the whole final lap as the Spaniard. But is that about to become a bit closer for him in his final sector? Let's take the inside line into the right hander, trying to hold off Canet. As Bulga gets past McPhee again for 4th. Let's go uphill into the left. Now into the right. Taking loads of curb on the inside and the outside. I think Mir's got this, almost a second lead. It's now all about second as Canet overtakes McDonald. Going to the penultimate corner. McDonald overtakes Canet again. Now there's just one corner to go. McDonald takes the inside line, takes all the curb. Does he got the exit though? No, Canet's got by. No! On this final lap. Oh, it was so good for 4 laps. But then that final lap, Mir just had enough in the bag. Won by a second from McDonald. He had the fastest lap of the race. But ends up in 3rd by 0.2 of a second from McPhee. In 4th, 2 seconds back with Brno going 5th. Bastianini 6th. Martin down in 7th. Not another good race for the Spaniard. Finati 9th. And Otel rounds out the top 10 with Regino in 8th. With Di Gianantonio 11th. Antonelli 12th. Loy 13th. Danilo 14th. And Nuruddin in 15th. But that was a learning race for McDonald. It's the first podium as well. He can't overlook that fact. Fantastic. Get our first podium. I said we're inching forward in these previous races. Well, we inch forward onto that trusty first step on the podium like we wanted. Now we just got to inch forward a couple more steps. And hopefully by Silverstone, we will be at the top step with that engine upgrade. But we will see, as I'm just so happy that we are actually making progress this season, that we're moving forward, that we've got a consistent race pace. You just got to learn a bit of the racecraft there on that final couple of laps. So in the future, when we're in a similar position, leading with me and Canet breathing down our necks, we can reverse what happened here and actually win the race. So in the Riders' Championship, Canet now leads by less than a race win, just by 24 points from Mir, with Bulga in 3rd, 40 points back. Martin is adrift now in 4th, 65 points back, with Finati rounding out the top 5, 96 points behind. But look at McDonald, he's gaining on that top 10 position. As from Di Gianantonio down, he's just 12 points back of the Italian in 7th in the championship. As McPhee's now in the top 10, 1 point ahead of Bastianini. As further down, you can see that all the positions have remained the same apart from the Mahindra rider up to 24 of his fellow Mahindra rider. He's now the top Mahindra in the championship. Della Porte down in 29th. You've got to get going, son, this season. You can't drift there. There's Andreas, of course, at the back. And then constructors standings, Honda leads the championship by 67 points from KTM, with Peugeot in a very solid looking third now, ahead of Mahindra. As yes! Wave to the crowd, McDonald. This is your moment, McKid. And McPodium has finally come, the first one of many. Hopefully on top of this Peugeot, on top of this elusive bike, as he looks a bit stunned in his eyes. And what a fantastic weekend in Brno. It just keeps getting better and better every weekend. Smash Star Racer Jetters have finished on the podium after starting on pole. But Andrea, you've got some work to do, son. As McDonald improves all of his abilities, braking up to 56, body position up to 56, corner and throttle management up to 57, while Andrea improves his throttle management up to 50 and body position up to 51. And look at all those credits and that reputation, 4-figure reputation return. As next time out, we'll be heading to a speed track, but on his current form, I don't see McDonald or ElusiveKev. Look at that race objective now. Got to finish in the top 20. Oh, the stakes are getting higher as the season gets tougher and moves forward. And so we're going to be heading to the Red Bull Ring. And hopefully, McDonald isn't a bull in a China shop anymore. He'll be a raging bull at the top. We'll find out next time if he does get one step closer to that race win. South watch, and I will see you then.